Welcome back to Tef Creations. Today we're setting out some pieces of a cross that we're going to paint. We've picked out the colors, organized the pieces in the different sections that we're going to color. First starting off with metallic silver, one of my favorites to use. Metallic paints, they dry quick, they look good, and they don't stick together like some of the other paints do. I attempted to put an action camera on the front of the spray nozzle, but that didn't work out so well. Too much movement. We were painting a green. The first coat, it soaks in pretty quick, so sometimes I'll go over it twice and then let it dry, set that first color. And then usually with the gloss colors, we'll have to go and put a second or third coat on. There's a second coat of the metallic silver. And then the green. By the time that first coat dries, the second coat takes a lot better. And then after we give it a little time and they're all dry, we can kind of gather them up. And then we'll take them into the house where it's a little cooler. That's kind of what we were looking at. Look at them, all the pieces put together. You don't want to leave them together too long or they'll stick together and pull the paint apart. So before we glue them together, I kind of space them out and let them cool off. And then I use Gorilla Glue to glue them together. Put a nice little coat on every section. I've tried spray glues, roll-on glues, different methods, but this is the best method for getting them to stick together and not come apart. Kind of sped this up so you don't see, but when I put the pieces together, I kind of shift them left and right, kind of up and down, and so that glue can kind of spread and set, and then just kind of push down on each little section so that it's all flat. I used to put some weight on top of them to make sure that they stay together, but it's really not necessary. On the more detailed parts, as it gets smaller, I just try to get the main sections. I don't get every little tiny branch. And then once all the pieces are put together, it takes about an hour for it to set up before you can start handling it without it shifting. And that gives you some time, once you get all the pieces glued together, to still move them around. Like I said, it takes about a half an hour to glue all the pieces together. Some of the under layers will move as you're doing the top layers. So once it's all glued together, I'll kind of check the edges, make sure everything's in line, straightened up before I let it sit. It is a little hard to adjust them, so you kind of want to keep them straight, but you can adjust them within that first half an hour of gluing all the pieces together. I set up my action camera above me, as you can see up in the left corner. Had a bunch of glare, uh, just kind of playing around with the filming with the new camera. Uh, Went ahead and threw it in here because it kind of gives a different view and a different time lapse of the whole process of gluing it together. Hope you enjoyed it, and come back and see what I do next. Thank you.